Hey folks, welcome to another different video. In this channel we build stuff, we review products, we react to things, and now to celebrate the release of their newest album Senjutsu, I'm going to share my top 10 favorite Iron Maiden songs. If you've watched my violin giveaway livestream, you may have learned that besides being a classically trained musician and loving classical music, I am a heavy metal fan. One of our cats here, Pumpkin, she is also a metal fan. She actually enjoys listening to Iron Maiden and Nightwish. And Iron Maiden is my favorite. And in case you have no idea who they are a metal band from way back in 1975 with bassist Steve Harris, guitarist Dave Murray, Adrian Smith and Yannick Gears, and drummer Nico McBrain, and the legendary Bruce Dickinson on vocals. And they are still around and they are still making awesome music. And they just released their 17th studio album, so I'm doing this list in celebration of that and of my love for their music. Now, originally, I wanted to do a list of all my Iron Maiden songs, which amount to about 50, but the copyright quagmire and the length of the video made that tricky. So, in fact, if you're watching this, it means that somehow I managed to clear this all through copyright, so yay! It was incredibly hard to narrow it down to only 10 songs to talk about, but I think I managed. So, let's get started with number 10, Hallowed Be Thy Name.
The sands of time for me are running low.
Most lists put this as their number 1, and quite frankly, it could be, but in my list it ended up as number 10 because the list had to start somewhere, and this is a really great start. It's from the album The Number of the Beast, and I think it's what really put Maiden on the map. And this song is about a prisoner reflecting on his life on the day of his execution. All the concepts explored in the song are things that we all would likely understand. And this song is a distilled Iron Maiden essence. It has everything. It has captivating lyrics, it has amazing guitars and punchy bass and drums and melody and rhythm, and might be one of the most perfect metal songs ever written. And it's highly palatable to people, so it's a really good entry song to start listening to Iron Maiden. If you've never listened to them before, search for the song and take a listen and tell us what you think in the comments. Number 9, The Talisman. It's from the album The Final Frontier, and this song starts slow with an introductory narrative, and then it explodes into awesomeness. The imagery is a key word that is often applied to Iron Maiden songs because they are really good at painting a scene. And this is a very vivid scene that they do. It's a group of people that are boarding ships, escaping troubled times in their homeland, and they're trying to sail to a new land where they hope their lives are going to be better. And of course everything goes to hell, with storms battering the ships and people dying of thirst and starvation and scurvy. And Bruce Dickinson's vocals, they are merciless in their delivery of the story, hitting you over and over and over with the tale of these people trying to survive in these stormy seas. The musical complexity is all over the place, but it's not disparate, it all works, it comes together. So it's a great song. Number 8, Empire of the Clouds.
To ride the storm to an empire of the clouds. To ride the storm, they climbed aboard their silver ghost.
It's from the Book of Souls album, and this is a strong contender for the title of most epic narrative ever. And also it has an interesting backstory. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Bruce Dickinson won a piano or a keyboard in a raffle. So he composed this song, which has a piano intro and some piano parts, and also it has orchestral instruments parts that remind me of Nightwish, but it's distinctively Iron Maiden. And it's about the doomed maiden flight of His Majesty's airship, the R-101, which was an absolutely gigantic, rigid airship. And only they could incorporate Morse code into music and make it kick-ass. Listen for it in the song and you'll find it. It's in there. And at 18 minutes long, it scares you at first, but when you listen to it, every second of those 18 minutes is captivating with drama, with passion, and with history, because this one is about real events. And they express themselves in their songs with such care for what they're doing. They really care about what they're singing about and playing. And you can tell that nothing was half-assed, nothing is just filler. People throw the word epic around lightly, but this one is truly epic. Number 7. The entire Seventh Son of a Seventh Son album. The Seventh Son of a Seventh Son might be the most perfect Maiden album and one of the most perfect concept albums there is. And the entire thing from beginning to end is very concise, and the songs follow the life of this seventh son of a seventh son dude who's got powers of prophecy and healing. And it's a great display of how good a storyteller Iron Maiden is once again. All the songs are great, but they work even better as a whole if you listen from the beginning to end, so that's why I put the entire album on number 7. I just realized that the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son is on number 7 on the list, so that's a lot of number 7. It's a very good number, and this is an absolutely excellent album. Number 6. If Eternity Should Fail. This song from the album The Book of Souls was supposed to be a solo project by Bruce Dickinson, but Steve Harris heard it and loved it, so it ended up as an Iron Maiden track. The same thing has happened to some other songs before. One famous one is Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter from the No Prayer for the Dying, and that was supposed to be track for that Nightmare on Elm Street movie, one of them, but ended up sacrificed on the Iron Maiden altar, as it has been said. If Eternity Should Fail was originally a setting conceptualized for the specific story Bruce Dickinson had in mind, but it blends with real-life themes such as life and death and souls. And the lyrics have an ambiguity to them that can be interpreted in many ways within those themes, and I absolutely love the music. It has such great energy. Number 5. The Trooper. This is one of Iron Maiden's classics from the album Peace of Mind, and the Trooper tells the tale of the doomed charge of the Light Brigade. It was a disastrous infantry maneuver done by the British during the Battle of Balaclava in 1854. I should write this stuff down, not just make up as I go. And it's told from the point of view of a British soldier. And the vocals are punchy, and it's always straight to the point, telling the story with such clarity and mercilessness, and with some of the most recognizable Maiden guitar riffs and Steve Harris' trademark gallop on the bass. And it's only 4 minutes long. You might actually think, compared to the later stuff, it's too short, but no, it's a masterpiece. Go listen to it after you're done watching this video. Now, number 4, Powerslave. you know, I love Egyptian stuff, so I had to put this one in here, but it's not just because of the Egyptian stuff in it. It's from the album of the same title, Powerslave, and it lightly delves in Egyptian mythology, where the character in the song is a pharaoh. He's complaining that he's a god, he doesn't want to die, why can't he live on? And it has great rhythm, it has great lyrics, it has great vocals, and the playing is heavy and it's passionate, and then it gets melodic, and there's this feeling of longing during the guitar solo parts, and then it picks up with energy again and develops the melody until it crashes into the main theme where the character is now dead and cold, but a ghost lives in his veins, which is a callback to the Egyptian mythology where they believe that the body must be preserved to ensure continued existence in the afterlife. And we go back to the chorus where he complains that in our last hour we're slaves to the power of death, and that's metal, so that's an absolutely great song. Now, before the final three, here's a list of all the songs that originally were planned for this video, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of them. Now, number 3, The Phantom of the Opera.
Standing in the wings, who you wait for the curtain to fall. Knowing the terror and holding you have on us. I know that you're gonna switch to your baby and you know I'm helpless from your best, but I can't go.
This one was originally from Maiden's debut album, titled Iron Maiden, but my preferred version is from the live album Live After Death, which I think is one of the most perfect live albums ever made by any metal band ever. Yes, Nightwish at Wacom is absolutely awesome, but we're talking Iron Maiden here. The lyrics are simple, it's the tale of the Phantom of the Opera, more or less, with a little Iron Maiden flavor to the storytelling. And in this case, it has some of the most awesome guitar harmonies. And Bruce Dickinson's operatic vocals on this live recording, it's magnificent. You gotta have some cojones to do what he's doing live on stage, and some absolutely phenomenal talent. And the instruments are also exceptionally good. So take a listen to it and tell me if this isn't one of the greatest metal songs ever written. And in the words of Bruce Dickinson himself, if you don't like this song, then you don't get Iron Maiden. And number 2, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. This is another from the Powerslave album, and at over 12 minutes long, it used to be Iron Maiden's longest song. It's a distilled retelling of Samuel Taylor's Coleridge poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, where a ship sails out to the north through the fog and ice, and an albatross follows them on, and then the mariner kills the albatross, and a curse is cast upon them, and everything starts to go wrong. A first begins, and then there's no wind for them to sail, and then the crew, they all start dropping dead one by one. The mariner lives on, and after some more terrifying ordeals, he repents, and the curse is lifted, and he's rescued, but now he's bound to tell his tale wherever he goes. So the tale goes on and on and on and on. And this song epitomizes Maiden's storytelling. They didn't just take the poem and put music to it, they actually distilled the essence of it with some passages being quoted verbatim. And it's all married to absolutely fantastic music, and while there's no musical acrobatics on this one, it doesn't need them. It's a good song, it's epic, and it's timeless in a way, in fact. And my number 1 favorite Iron Maiden song is Fear of the Dark.
Run your fingers down the wall, and without your legs can crawl when you're searching for the light. Sometimes when you're scared to take a look at the corner of the room, sense that something's watching you. We're of the dark, of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark, and the story
the album of the same title, and this might be one of Iron Maiden's most overplayed songs, but hey, perhaps there is a reason for that. And the narrative is incredibly simple. It's a person who is afraid of what might be lurking in the dark. And that's one of the most common, most universal fears amongst humanity. And it's universal across all peoples. And here, once again, we see the true greatness of Maiden's storytelling powers, because they don't need a complex concept to tell a great tale. I bet they could write a song about the color beige, and it would still kick ass. And the premise of the song is familiar to everybody. It starts with a quiet narrative, the music is catchy. I mean, when 100,000 people sing along to the tune, that's gotta tell you something. And it's dramatic, it's full of character, the harmonics carry you through the song, whether you're listening to their complexity or just along to the overarching theme. And then it comes down and gets quiet and mysterious again, like the intro, coming down full circle. So this was my list of my top 10 favorite Iron Maiden songs. And I have not included anything from the new album, because it will take some time to listen to it and process where the new content fits within the ranks. But tell us your favorite songs in the comments below, and if you had never listened to Iron Maiden before, check them out, you might like it. So as always, thank you so much for watching, I see you next time.